Dek marxera da dia produz betul cercata irane maka suruh mutu entre corpos diplomáticos hat Nasaun Japão, Estados Unidos da América, Coreia, Nova Zelândia, da audiência ho Presidente da República eleito Ramos Horta e residência farol dili hinbet encontrei com ele com a cooperação bilateral entre Timor-Leste e Nasaun hatne ba futuro também não marxera amose coca radalia ho corpos diplomáticos balu nível hatne di acreditan suntu sadet mako hin diskuti entre corpos diplomáticos arne ho Presidente da República eleito. Meta.
Today's meeting with
Today's meeting is the all over the issues he wanted to convey to the friendly countries, and this is as you know, the countries Japan, New Zealand, US, and Korea ambassadors were here, and I think he said he has a separate meeting with Australia, but altogether it's a kind of like-minded countries, and he had some message to convey to all these countries, explaining about the situation and his future agenda.
Like as you said earlier, that Japan will commit to take some Timorese workers to work in Japan, and one of Horta's statement also, he committed to work with the government of Japan to send Timorese to work in Japan. So
of course, we have been a major partner, economic partner with this country, and also we have been supporting many different projects in this country, and we will continue to that assistance in the future. As for the workers issue, it has been already talked with the people in the government. We are ready to accept the people from many countries, and Timorese government, Timorese people can come to Japan if they can utilize the existing system. And we are now working on how Timorese workers can come to Japan. they have to adapt the way we have already established in Japan. And other countries like Indonesia, Vietnam, Thai, Philippines, many people are coming to utilize that scheme, and I think it's open to this country too. So we are ready to accept anyone who can utilize that scheme.
So it's like when?
Anytime.
Anytime.
But you have to find a way how to utilize the already existing scheme.
So like what kind of skills or like skills that the Japan
there are so many different schemes, and for example, those who graduated from the university, then if they can find a job in Japan, it automatically can give visa not only to the Timorese but all over the countries. So highly skilled people, it's very open, and relatively low skilled laborers, it needs some special approach. They have to utilize some existing scheme. And there are two different ones. It's very technical thing. And one area they need one scheme. If you want to come to Japan, you have to be you have to have a Japanese language skill and some skills in that particular labor. And another scheme, if they want to utilize that another scheme, then they don't need a particular language skill or labor skill, but you have to find accepting agencies. So that issue, the Sesope people has to find in Japan, and your ambassador in Japan is dealing with that very effectively now in Japan. That's my understanding.
Is there any like scheme program like Australian seasonal workers and Pacific labor like to work in low skill
that I talk to right now, and low skilled or unskilled the laborers. But the difference between Japan and Australia or Japan and South Korea is they have prepared a particular scheme for Timorese people. But in Japan, we have already accepting so many people from all over the country, all over the world, especially in Asian countries. And then we are not ready to give you a special program only for Timorese. But we have existing scheme, but it's open to all countries. You can utilize that scheme. Same as Indonesian people, or same as Philippine people, or Thai people. They are utilizing that scheme. It's open to everyone. So how to utilize that scheme is up to the Timorese side, and we are ready to help. And your ambassador in Japan is doing his best.
The newly elected president of Timor-Leste, Ramos Horta, will be sworn in as the president of the Timor-Leste on May 20. So, the Prime Minister of Japan will come to attend.
And it's up to the consideration of Tokyo. There is nothing yet decided.
Thank you.
Thank you. By the way, not the government, but some people have already shown their interest to come here, come to attend the ceremony.
So, like a delegation or something?
No, not delegation, but some of the prominent person has already shown their interest to come to here.
To attend the
Yes.
inaugural ceremony?
Yes, invited by President-elect Mr. Horta. But other government, they are now still under the consideration.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dia kalau malah tidak maka informação para o resultado desse encontro entre corpos diplomáticos, o encontro multilateral, a nação Hetan, Japão, Korea, Estados da América, Nova Zelândia, vai formar o presidente eleito de Ramos Horta e edifício Farolili, o colher com a futuro cooperação bilateral entre Timor-Leste e nação Hetan Rasik. Terima kasih sudah acompanhar a atividade de mai Presidente eleito de Ramos Horta e edifício Farolili, e ver o encontro com a equipe Husi Presidente.